Good morning and welcome to day 79 on the AT. My name is Mosey and this is rissaroams. So yesterday the boys caught up. I showed them where the campsite was. They saw all the dead trees and said heck nah, as predicted. There was one more tent site, but it was right by the road, and there were a few more down by the creek, but there was a tent set up there. Didn't really look like a backpacker. And so the boys, which I'm pretty sure this was their plan all day long because I heard them talking about it in the morning when I was leaving the shelter, were like, oh, well, you know, this tent site's not good. We can't stay here. Let's call the campground. So we went to Middle Creek. I don't really remember the name. I'll put it on the screen. Campground, and tented there. So we did not take a dip in the creek, but we did take a dip in the pool. We are getting a late start because of that, which I am less than thrilled by. It is 9:34. Today is a 14-mile day, so in theory should be easy, but looked at the elevation gain. Today is my biggest day elevation wise. It is 5,574 feet of gain. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure I can do it. Yesterday was a fantastic day, and I'm trying to bring that energy into today, but I am a little nervous climbing this much in the heat. But we're gonna see how it goes. There was a part of me last night that wanted to stay behind and let the boys go, but I didn't really feel comfortable camping alone by the road. Just personal preference there. And the next tent site would have been 1,100 feet up and 1.6 miles. I didn't feel like doing an 18.6 mile day. 17 was my new record yesterday, and I was happy with that. So yeah, we tented at that campground, and so it was a good time, but I do wish we'd been on trail just so I could have woken up early and gotten some hiking in before the heat of the day. I do realize I just do better when I wake up early, but here we are. Just knocked out the first climb, so now we're down to 4,390 feet of elevation gain left, so made a dent in it in the first mile and a half, so I guess that's good. Whew, it is hot. It's better than 2 days ago, but yeah, I'm sweating, that's for sure. Need to remember, my best friend texted me this morning and reminded me that I don't have to do this, I get to do this. I'm fulfilling a dream I've had for a really long time, and I need to soak it all in and find joy in each step. And it's not always easy, but I'm gonna do my best. And right now I am just thankful for a breeze, finding gratitude in the little things. Also, today is the summer solstice, which for those of you who don't know is Hike Naked Day. And all I have to say is I'm very thankful that I'm slow and that I'm behind the bubble and that I rarely see any other thru hikers. Today is a slow moving day, which means lots of time to think. Some of the things I've thought about are family. What do they think of me doing this? What does my mom think? What does my brother think? I don't really know. I'm sure they think I'm crazy. I thought about what is next. For context, I make what have been said to be the best chocolate chip cookies people have ever had. I hate making them. It's so much work. I love eating them, but I just don't like putting in the effort. A friend sent me a reel this morning on Instagram that said what you're gonna do after the AT, and it was someone hiking a trail in Japan, I think, selling cookies to hikers. And I said, probably not. I don't want to be a baker. But yeah, I am thinking about what is next for me. You know, there's a part of me that would like to settle down in a place, to have a community, to have a relationship, which I'm sure would be much easier if you're stationary. To probably have a therapist. I think that would be good for me. And I've always wanted to make, you know, a difference in the lives of children in foster care. So if I was stationary, I could be, it's called a CASA. That's a court-appointed special advocate. Or in some states, it's called a GAL, a guardian ad litem, where you testify on behalf of a child for their best interest. You spend time with them, get to know their family and foster family, and then help the court make the right decision. I'd love to do that. But then also, I don't know, the thought of being stationary has never really felt like me. And I don't know, the thought of like waking up, going to work, coming home, eating dinner, going to sleep, and doing that on repeat just sounds like a personal nightmare. So yeah, I don't know that stationary is for me. This is the Bryant Ridge shelter. Never seen one quite like this. Huge porch. Looks really nice. Well, I had planned on taking a break at this shelter, but there's a honeybee that absolutely, oh my gosh, will not leave me alone. So we're leaving. Excuse me, pal. You have to go. No vacancy. Ah! Yeah, so I guess we're gonna keep climbing because that bee was not gonna let me have a peaceful break. Not at all. This dude is fast and fluffy. Oh, now you stop. There you go. I don't know that you can see it, but there's a mama and a baby deer over there just staring at me. Haven't shown you guys, but lately lunch has been a pepperoni, parmesan, and pesto pita. We were doing everything bagel thins, but all the cheese fell right through the hole, so we switched it up. Delicious. I've hiked miles away from that shelter, and there's a honeybee pestering me here too. Currently doing a beast of a climb. I haven't quite done 6 miles today, and it is 2 o'clock. I don't think that the 14 miles are happening. I don't think that my body can handle 55 feet of elevation today. not in this heat. So I started looking at alternate options. There's a shelter not that far away, but I don't really think the water there is great. Just up from it, I think it was Black Rock Overlook. Far Out says there's a few tent sites there, so I may end up stopping there. I texted the boys my plan just so they know if I don't show up to where we'd planned to camp tonight. But yeah, I don't have it in me. Not today. I just got a text from Tom saying these climbs are endless. Boy, are they. I think we had maybe a mile of downhill / flat. Every time I turn a switchback and then see that the trail goes right straight up, I want to cry. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I feel incredibly defeated. The guys just sent me a picture from Black Rock Overlook, where they're having lunch. And that's where I'm hoping to camp tonight, because I'm not going to get there until probably close to 5 p.m. and I don't think I can go any further. So yeah, I just feel really weak and incapable today. Which really sucks, because yesterday I felt so strong. Every day is different. I told you guys once before, I smelled potatoes while I was hiking. Right now, I smell curry, which is wild. I would love some Indian food. Well, it is 4:30. I just cameled up on water and filled all my bottles. And I have 0.6 to the Overlook where I'm going to camp tonight. 2 ladies I've been flip-flopping with may also camp there. They're still kind of undecided. Last I talked to them. And Tom and Milk Money are headed to the shelter. Best of luck to them. There's no way I was doing another 4.5 miles uphill. There's just not. And I'm cool with that. I'll wake up at 5 in the morning like I like to do and get going. The first mile or so will be decently cruisy if the map doesn't mislead me before I start doing the last of that climb that I should have done today. But I'm listening to my body. My body says stop. I once again am being swarmed by a honeybee. I have multiple ones all over my pack. What? Why? Why?